Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to take a quick look at track versions. Now, track versions allow you to change the content of the track without losing the previous content of the track. So it's sort of like a multi-way, almost an undo, but it gives you different options for each track to allow you to change them, and you can go back at any time. So it's not, in a sense, it's not like an undo. It's almost like having sort of multi-tree undo where you can pick another idea and then a week later you can go back and pick something else. It's particularly useful when composing, when coming up with new ideas, but also when working with singers, I've found, because often you will have multiple different takes and possibly completely different interpretations of parts of a song, and you can switch quickly between them. Previously, what you would have probably done is create a new track. So I'm just going to walk you through it with as ever, a simple toy sort of example, and then show you what you can do with it, and then hopefully you will pick up the ball and run with it. So here we've got a very straightforward track, which is just a simple loop, some chords and a bass line. You get the idea. So in the middle of a session, let's say you need to perhaps come up with a new idea for the bass. Now, obviously, previously what you could have done is, oh yeah, I'm going to duplicate this and then I'm going to play around with my ideas there. That's generally okay at the beginning of an idea, but when you've got, let's say, a whole arrangement already sorted out, but somebody's taken umbrage to your bass line halfway through, it's a little more difficult to do. Obviously, you can do it with range selection and creating new spaces and this, that, and the other, but this is a really quick and simple tool to do it. So you may have noticed when you hover over track names on here, you get this little drop-down menu, and that's what we're going to be working with today. So each content of the track, whether it's audio or MIDI, etc., will have a track version. So by default it just has the single one, but we're going to create a new one. So in this case we're going to create a new one which is going to be totally empty. So we click new version and you can see it says bass V2 and my bass part has disappeared, but that's fine, because if we want to get it back we can just click here and then we've got V1 here. So V1 is my original bass part, V2 is my new bass part, or space for my new bass part, and now can record something else and then see if we like it. So I didn't like that, but it doesn't matter because we can just go back to V1. Reuse that, or if we think, yeah, maybe there was something in there, but we can get rid of V2. Let's have another go, see what else comes out this time. And the really great thing about this is you can just go back to the other version whenever. So let's say you're towards the end of a session or whatever and you think, oh yeah, I'm just going to put down this idea. You can leave that and you can always come back to it. It doesn't get deleted. You can change back at any points. We can go back to V1, go, yeah, I really like that. But there's more to it than that, because we can also duplicate it. So let's say we like this version, but we want to change it a little bit. So we can duplicate that version. So let's duplicate that. That is copy of V1, so you can see we've got that. And then we can play around with this, so we can edit this. So let's just, to make it really obvious we've done something to it, let's just delete the A's in the middle of that. So there's that one without those in there, and then we're just going to extend those notes as well to make it carry on. So we've got... got that, etc. And you can vary between them. So just pick them here, there and everywhere and play around with them. And then you get the chance to experiment with the ideas really, really easily. To say this is great with singers because often you end up recording 3 or 4 versions and different parts of different songs will be good depending on the singer. You know, they may really nail a chorus early on and then take a while to get into the verse, or vice versa. And you can just record as many as you want and then move between them. If they want to do a different interpretation, they can just do that and they all get stored. You don't have to have 58 different vocal tracks, etc. So that's a really, really great use of this. And it could lead to options anxiety where you've got 15 different versions of the bass and you're not sure which one to use. But I think generally it means that you can commit to experimentation without losing the farm, as it were. Now, when you're doing this as well, you may think, well, what about copying between versions? That's fine. So just again, as a quick, simple example, I'm going to copy this from copy of V1. So I've got that selected and I've copied it there. We're going to flick back to V1. I'm going to put my cursor at the right locator and then I can paste that. So you can copy and paste between them. So here we can see there's our V3 with those notes missing and there's our V1 with it not missing, etc. So you can copy and paste between them. You can comp, etc. Track versions will really help you if you're dealing with indecisive people or you're indecisive yourself, etc. So have a play with those and see how you get on. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel.